ethnicity at the county level. Every country in the world, now I'm talking a lot and I was saying I'll leave in early. Every country in the world has their own system of devolution. United States, and it's based on their history. United States have 50 states because of the Civil War. So as a solution to the Civil War, Abraham Lincoln, among others, brought together the Union. Do you know why Americans have the State of the Union address? The State of the Union address, which is delivered every year, is to update the country how the Union is doing. You see all the time, you hear Obama will say, so that our Union may be stronger than ever. Because the idea here is that to keep the country together, that time it would have created 50 countries in the United States. So they compromised and created states and created local entities. South Africa, remember after Mandela was released, South Africa was going to break up. Yeah, Mangasutu Buthelezi and his group wanted the Durban and the KwaZulu Natal, that region, to go. They compromised, they created three-tier system. You have the national, the provincial, and the municipal system. You go to Ethiopia, Ethiopia was going also to break up. They decided to form ethnic regions. They decided, say, wajana kudanganyana. Let's just say every tribe can go and govern themselves, and then we keep the nation together. So the Somalis, who are about 26%, formed the Somali state. The Oromos, who are at 6%, formed the Oromo state. The Tigris, the same. The southern states, which had a combination of various tribes, they formed districts for every tribe to govern themselves. And they put in their constitution that if you want to secede and form your own country, you can go. As a result of that, people realize it's okay to govern ourselves, but also it's okay to be Ethiopia. So they have not decided to go anywhere. Yeah? The Oromos were 34%, and Somalis, if they were to come together in the country, they would form the tyranny of numbers. Because 34 from 26, they would form 60, and they would control the country. But as you know, the former president, the former prime minister came from 11% of the community. The current one is, their tribe is 2%. Yeah? So I look forward to a country where 2% will lead the country. Yeah, and that it will not be a problem. Yeah? We must be able to work towards that direction. But as we do that, we must face the immediate challenge of ethnicity. We need to question ourselves, what is Kenyan devolution? What is different from Kenyan devolution from Ethiopian one? I want us to be practical. What is Muranga County? Yeah? What is Turkana County? It's for who? Yeah? Turkana for Turkanas, yeah? What is Kisii County? What is Nandi County? The other day when we were going around to get the proposal for the legislation, people were saying, and how do we ensure that Nandi remains for Nandis? So if you go across the country, you will find it difficult to get a county that is not ethnically homogeneous. Very few. It could be Mombasa, Nairobi, a little bit, two. But even Nairobi, Akuna. There was a time, remember those days when I was a political analyst? So we used to have those analyses where you go to a hotel and take tea. And then someone told me, Murkomen unaongea ni siasa ya Nairobi unaongea ni. Wakalenjin wangapi wako hii town? Siasa ya Nairobi. Wewe unajua nini? Yeah? And I remember a friend of mine came to me and told me, I want to run for MP in Nairobi. Sijui niende Kawangware. So I asked why. Akaniambia utanisaidia na mtu mwenye wako ABC, nataka nijue Waluya ni wengi upande gani. So I realized even the Nairobi that we were priding ourselves that is ethnically, whatever, was just a mirage. We are still struggling with ethnicity. The question we ask ourselves, how do you trust in Nandi County, for example, that Dr. Cleophas Lagarde, the governor, will ensure that Kisis in that county, Luyas in that county, Kikuyus in that county will get jobs? Yeah? Or in Elgeyo Marakwet County, or in Turkana, or in Nyeri. Yeah? I would have been very happy if I saw one county executive member of Nyeri County being a Kalenjin, but it's not possible because of the political pressure. Now the question is that in going forward, these are the challenges we have to deal with, and therefore there might be a section of the population in certain counties that will not participate in any way because they don't come from that tribe. They will not be consulted, they will not be given opportunity to serve, and therefore we have to be aware of that challenge. Last is that the last, real last, you know, not the politician last, is that we have a problem with civic education. The Bible says that how will they know without someone telling them? And how will that person tell them unless there is a what? Unless someone is sent. And how will they be sent unless there is? They believe. But the question is, how shall we be able to carry civic education if there is no specific institutions given the mandate and given the resources to do civic education? Because it's important. Two, how shall we be having civic education if the people at the top are the most ignorant? I didn't see the response from this researcher, but I think one of the questions that needs to be done is to demonstrate. By the way, the people in my village might be knowing more about devolution than you who are seated here. Because of the pride that is in us who have gone to school. We think we know everything. We assume we know everything. And because we know, we are not willing to learn. Learning requires humility. Especially if you have reached degree and above level. For you to sit down and be lectured by somebody about public participation, you have to be humble. The humility to learn in this country is wanting, and we have to deal it from the top. We are chasing the day-to-day issues without really looking at long-term for our country. And therefore, to be able to inform that long-term, we have to have better civic education. And that's why my suggestion to the Minister of Devolution, and I say this in the floor of the House, and I've done this to her face-to-face, is that it's important now we work towards organizing a national conference on devolution so that all of us we move from one page when it comes to devolution. Because now it's almost being reduced. Everybody's just saying, if you are for referendum, you are for devolution. If you are not for referendum, you are anti-devolution. Where did that one come from? Yeah? I mean, really, and it's just basically ignorance. Thank you very much.